Now we're going to go backwards. In other words, we're going to start off with the percentile, and we're going to ask, where would that value be in a given list? And so what I'm going to do is, just to be really clear about this, I'm going to say percentile of data value, so that we know these are actually the percentiles of data values. You don't have to do this, but okay. So I'm going to start off with a list of percentages. You can make the percentages any increment you want to, as far as the spacing, 5%, 10%. I'm going to do 1%, okay? So I'm going to start off this list, first of all, typing them as decimals. And I'm just going to drag this down. Notice something really cool about Excel. If I were to stop at this line, I'd be at 0.08. So I know how far to go down my list. I'm going to go down until I get to 1. And there we go. And I'm going to convert this now to percentages. And I don't need 2 decimal places for that. Okay. Now I'm going to compute the values corresponding to these percentiles. So I want to know what value would be in the first percentile. So to do that, we're going to use a command called percentile.inc. And again, be careful, there's more than one percentile command. We don't use the exc command. The reason why is it won't give you the value for the 100th percentile. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to choose the array first. We're going backwards. Remember, with the rank command, rank average command, we took the data value and then the array. Now we're doing the array first. We're going backwards. So I'm going to choose the array, comma. I'm going to enter the percentile. And I don't have to do anything else. Percentile by default is always lower percentile. So I don't have to type that third field like I did in the rank average. I had to put comma 1. I don't have to do that in this case. And again, I'm going to want to drag this down, so I'm going to anchor the command. And you can just click on the first and last cell values and use F4, and it'll put the dollar signs in for you if you want. And there we go. And I'm just going to pull this down. Whoops. And there we are. And again, just to keep things kind of neat and easy to read, I'm just going to format this nicely. Put a border, a different color. What do we want? Oh, let's do green. And there we go. All right. And I'm going to format these data values so they're actually dollars, and they have no sense. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Format currency, no decimal places, and there we go. All right. And so that tells us that, if we think we're, at a certain percentage as far as players' ability, we can go and we can estimate what our salary should be. Notice that, again, it's not perfect. So notice that the median, which is the 50th percentile, is at 1,400,000. If I try to find this value in the list right here, it won't be 1 million. If I go to the 50th percentile, it won't be exactly 1,400,000. If I scroll down here, okay, you can see that 1,400,000 is, oh, actually it is. Yeah, it doesn't always match up perfectly. I'm sorry, 1,400,000 here. It actually does in this case, but sometimes it doesn't. So there'll be little discrepancies now and then. In this case, it happened to work out perfect. All right, let's answer part C. So part C was asking us what the salary was for the 25th percentile, right? And we already know the answer. We can find it right here, okay? But if we wanted to, we could compute it out too. So let's just do this really quickly. So the 25th percentile, 0.25, I'm going to convert that to percentages really quick. And if I want the percentile for it, I'm just going to use the percentileand command. I already have it computed. I'll just do it really quickly though for a single value. There we are. And it tells us that the salary corresponding to that is basically, you know, $500,000 in some change, right? 565,000. And there we are. Okay. So that's pretty much all there is to it. This is a good data set to practice just to make sure that you're on base, pardon the pun, and hopefully you won't find it too difficult.